Hey guys, I'm Carly from All the Pretty Books. I got a book Nook for Christmas, this guy right here, so I thought I would show you the build and then we can discuss the build and some of the things that I did differently from the instructions. But first, if you're new to my channel, hello and welcome. I've been collecting Harry Potter books since around 2009. I actually started with screen-used movie props from Harry Potter Movie 1. I still have a few of those, but most of them I've sold so I could build my collection that you see here. And then I started collecting Harry Potter translations around 2014. And I love art and languages. And the Harry Potter translations are a great commingling of those two things. Back to the book Nook. This is I think they call it a mini bookend. It is the bookshelf companion. It is the Charmcraft magic spell store, technically. It kind of looks like Ollivander's. It comes with a lighting kit that you have to assemble. Anyway, and it's by Joincon. So this is it here. This is the assembled version. If you can't tell, mine is not lit up, but I'll get into that in a minute. But first, here's the build. So, while you couldn't tell from the video, there were a few places toward the end, mainly, where I either wanted to throw this into the wall or into the trash. Or both. Mainly because I couldn't get it to stay together, and when I was putting this top piece on here, where the lighting kit was supposed to go, this top piece here with the drawer that pulls out, I would put that on and then this sidewall kept falling off. And there's a lot of stuff on the walls, I know, and it was very detailed instructions, don't overdo it on the shelves or it won't fit together. I did not. So I just couldn't get it to stay together. And even now, even after gluing, because it came with plenty of glue, so I went through and I reinforced the hinges over here in the back with the glue and then just held it until the glue dried. And even now it's still kind of bulgy, so I'm probably going to have to go through and redo that. So that was really frustrating. Also, to get the door and the door frame to stay in place, I wound up actually having to break the door frame because it kept falling off and down, which was really aggravating. So the door frame is this little piece here that goes over the door. And I wound up gluing the top to the top frame up here because it just kept falling down. It wouldn't stay up. And I wound up cutting off the part that hangs out over here and fit over the hinges here. Because at some point last night when I was putting the rest of it together here and I'd put the top part on and all I had left was pretty much this part and then it was going to be done, the door fell off and then the door frame fell off and I got so frustrated, you guys. And really, in order to put it back together properly, I was going to have to take some parts back off. So in order to not do that, I just cut off the part that goes around the hinges over here for the door frame and stuck it back in place. You really can't tell too much. And then I glued the door frame up to the top part up here and then glued the hinges back on because the little hinges I couldn't get to stay on. Like I would look at them funny and the little hinges that hold the door in place would fall off. So that I just took a lot of glue and reinforced those. Same for some of the bottom joints on this. Like it's really, really cute. It is really, really precious. And I really think the idea behind it is really, really cute. I like being able to open it up and see all the things. The display window is really, really cute. You see the crystal ball and all the wand boxes and super cute. And like I said, this is supposed to be lit up. Mine is not. What I decided to do, because by the time I got to the lighting kit part, and putting it in and installing it, my patience was running super thin. So I just found some small little LEDs on eBay, or not even eBay, Amazon. I found a pack of 30 for $12 and they're small. The life on them isn't super long, but I'm not going to leave this lit up for super long either. So I don't plan on it at this point in time. I just plan on somehow lighting it with one of those. I can either kind of put one back in the back corner over there and either light it from up there, or there's a hole here in this portion here that looks down through this window part where the original light bulb was supposed to go. So if the light is small enough, and I think it is, I'm sure I could finagle a way to just kind of put a mini LED there and work the little drawer shelf thing around it that I installed last night. I'm not super worried about it. So I'll figure that out when my little LED lights arrive. But I just didn't have the patience to figure that part out last night. So I threw that lighting kit thing away. But everything else, it's really cute. I would say that whoever wrote some of the instructions may have not put it all together, was what I kind of decided. But it's really cute. It's really cute. Some parts may need to be reinforced with glue, like this wall here, and then the back wall kept falling off as well when I got it all put together. So I just reinforced everything, all the outside hinges with glue, and it dried pretty well. You really can't see the glue, and it'll be on a bookshelf. So I'm not super worried about it. Whenever it comes time to move, I'm going to be really worried because it is super fragile. Like, I'm almost worried that I've touched it too much because it is super fragile. So that would be something to keep in mind, is that I don't know that it'll move super well. So be careful and be mindful of that. But yeah, it is super cute. If you enjoy puzzles and if you enjoy building things and if you enjoy Lego builds and stuff like that, you may enjoy these kinds of things. But be aware that I found the instructions to be kind of similar to like IKEA instructions, which I can read fairly well, but I do know some people struggle with those. But it was overall pretty okay. I just turned on some true crime documentaries and put it together. There were a lot of savory words, or less than savory words, said while I was putting it together, more so toward the end. But it's cute. It'll be very cute on my shelf, and I can't wait to get my little lights in. And when I get my lights in, I will do an update so you can see what it looks like lit up. Anyway, that is the Book Nook. If you would like more Harry Potter content, I do co-host a podcast called Dialogue Alley with Melanie, Eric, and sometimes Peter, and we have so much fun. It's a little bit of all things magical. We are all Harry Potter translation collectors, but we do things a little bit differently, which is pretty neat. And currently, we have removed all of our Dialogue Alley merch from our shop, and we are selling Hello Minnesota merch in its place, and all proceeds will be donated to a local Minneapolis food shelf. If you have questions about collecting Harry Potter, don't hesitate to reach out, and I look forward to talking to you. You can find me at my Gmail at alltheprettybooks1. You can find me at my website, alltheprettybooks.net. You can find me at the podcast, Dialogue Alley Podcast, or you can leave a comment down below. With that, I'm going to say, y'all are so great. Don't forget how magical you are, and as always, happy collecting and good night.